In February 2026, PBS FRONTLINE released a damning investigation that the carpet industry spent decades trying to suppress. Why is the drinking water in Northwest Georgia contaminated with forever chemicals from carpet factories? And why do two corporations control 61% of the carpet you walk on every single day while hiding behind more than 30 different brand names? We are going to expose the engineering decisions destroying your floors, the warranty system designed to deny every claim you file, and the 3 types of flooring you should actually buy with your money. If you have walked into a Home Depot or a flooring showroom recently, you might believe you are looking at a competitive marketplace. You see names like Mohawk, Karastan, Shaw, Anderson Tuftex, Pergo, and Cortec. Different logos, different price points, different marketing campaigns. You assume these are different companies fighting to build a better product for your home. That assumption is wrong. 2 massive corporations own nearly every brand name on that showroom floor. Mohawk Industries and Shaw Industries have spent the last 3 decades buying up every independent carpet maker in America. In the 1970s, there were over 400 independent carpet mills operating in the United States. Today, fewer than 20 survive. Mohawk alone has completed more than 34 acquisitions. Shaw was purchased outright by Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway in 2001 for approximately $2 billion. When you buy a Karastan rug or an Anderson Tuftex carpet, you are not buying from a heritage craftsman in a family-owned workshop. You are buying from a subsidiary of a publicly traded conglomerate that answers to Wall Street every 90 days. And the way they keep those earnings climbing is by quietly replacing the materials inside your carpet with the cheapest possible substitute. But before we get to what they actually put in your floor, you need to understand how one small town in Georgia became the center of this entire empire. The story begins around 1895 in Dalton, Georgia, when a young woman named Catherine Evans Whitener hand-tufted a bedspread as a wedding gift. Her technique was so popular it sparked a cottage industry. Women across the region started sewing tufted bedspreads from their homes and selling them to travelers passing through on Highway 41. Dalton became known as the bedspread capital of the world. Then in the 1930s, local entrepreneurs mechanized the tufting process. After World War II, the industry pivoted from bedspreads to broadloom carpeting, and Dalton reinvented itself as the carpet capital of the world. By 1960, this one small city in northwest Georgia was producing over 80% of the entire world's carpet. In the 1960s, Dalton reportedly had more millionaires per capita than any other city in America, mostly small family-owned mill operators who personally stood behind their product. That golden era ended when the big corporations arrived. Starting in the late 1980s, Shaw Industries launched the consolidation wave. Shaw's 1987 purchase of West Point Pepperell's carpet division made it the world's largest carpet maker overnight, pushing revenue past $1.2 billion. Through the 90s, Shaw devoured one competitor after another. Philadelphia Carpet, a brand founded in 1846, was absorbed. Queen Carpets, Salem, and Evans & Black all disappeared. Mohawk answered with its own buying spree. In 1993, Mohawk paid $155 million for Karastan Bigelow, 2 of the most respected names in carpet history. In 1994, Mohawk acquired Aladdin Mills for over $380 million. Then Mohawk expanded beyond carpet entirely. They bought Dalton in 2002 for $1.8 billion, Belgium's Uniline in 2005 for $2.6 billion, and Italy's Marazzi Group in 2013 for $1.5 billion. The total acquisition bill across both companies exceeds $10 billion. The result is a market where the appearance of choice conceals a duopoly. But here is where it starts to cost you real money. The most consequential change these corporations made is something you were never supposed to notice. They downgraded the fiber inside your carpet. In the mid-1980s, nylon accounted for 85% of all carpet fiber sold in America. Nylon is resilient, durable, and capable of lasting 15 to 20 years in a home. It can stretch up to 33% and bounce completely back. Today, nylon's share has collapsed to roughly 20%. It has been replaced by polyester and a newer fiber called triexta, which together now account for over 75% of residential carpet. The reason is purely financial. Polyester raw materials cost approximately 30% less than nylon, as Mohawk and Shaw vertically integrated their supply chains by buying yarn mills and fiber operations. They pushed the cheapest inputs through every product line they owned. The performance gap is severe. Polyester compresses and tangles so badly that industry professionals gave it the nickname "Pax every time." A nylon carpet that once lasted 15 to 20 years has been replaced by a polyester carpet that looks visibly worn in 5 to 8 years, and budget polyester in apartment buildings can look destroyed in as little as 3. Installers have a blunt saying: synthetic carpet does not wear out, it uglies out. Even Mohawk's premium Smart Strand fiber, marketed with a famous test where a rhinoceros lived on a carpet swatch for weeks, is not immune to this problem. Consumers across flooring forums report matting and crushing within 2 to 3 years, even in low-traffic rooms. One homeowner used Smart Strand in a seasonal Florida residence occupied only 5 months per year and still saw significant wear patterns. An apartment complex reported a massive increase in replacements instead of the reduction Mohawk had promised. Professional carpet cleaners described the fiber as difficult to vacuum and prone to trapping odors. One industry veteran called it a glorified polyester, but here is where it gets truly outrageous. You might assume the warranty protects you from these failures. It does not. Carpet warranties may be the most cynical consumer product in the American marketplace. Independent flooring professionals describe them as not worth the paper they are printed on. Here is how the trap works. Nearly every major carpet warranty requires professional hot water extraction cleaning by a certified technician every 12 to 18 months. You must keep every receipt as proof of compliance. If you miss a single cleaning or lose a single receipt, your entire warranty is voided. Most consumers are never informed of this requirement when they buy the carpet. Even if you follow every maintenance rule perfectly, the warranty still will not cover your real-world problems. Most wear warranties define wear as fiber being physically worn away by more than 10%. That means the fiber itself must literally be missing from the carpet, not merely crushed flat. Since crushing and matting are how virtually all carpet actually degrades, this definition excludes almost every legitimate complaint. Your carpet can be flattened, ugly, and functionally ruined, but if the fiber is technically still attached, the manufacturer owes you nothing. Stain warranties contain equally absurd exclusions. They typically exclude stains caused by any substance that permanently changes the color of the carpet, which is the very definition of what a stain does. Specific exclusions often include mustard, wine, bleach, pet accidents, coffee, berries, and medications. Even successful claims only cover prorated replacement of the carpet itself. You still pay for new padding, labor, and reinstallation out of your own pocket. Mohawk's rating on pissed consumers sits at 1 out of 5 stars. The 25-year warranty printed on the box was engineered by a legal team to ensure the manufacturer almost never pays. Now let us talk about what these companies did to the water. The largest scandal facing the carpet industry today is the PFAS contamination crisis centered on Dalton, Georgia, the very same town that produces 85% of America's carpet. For more than 4 decades, beginning in the 1970s, Shaw and Mohawk used PFAS chemicals, including 3M's Scotchgard and DuPont's Stainmaster treatments, to make carpets resist stains. The manufacturing wastewater containing these forever chemicals was pumped through Dalton's water treatment system, which was never designed to filter PFAS. The local utility then sprayed this tainted water across nearly 10,000 acres of forested land through 19,000 sprinklers, and they did this for decades. The chemicals seeped into the soil and eventually migrated into the Conasauga River. A 2008 University of Georgia study found PFAS levels in that river among the highest ever recorded in any surface water on Earth. A 2025 Emory University blood study tested 177 residents near Dalton and found that 24% had PFAS blood levels in the high-risk category. 74% were in the moderate risk category. Over 200,000 people downstream depend on that polluted river for their drinking water, and the contamination extends more than 100 miles south into Alabama. The warnings were there for decades. In the early 1990s, a Dalton utilities engineer named Richard Belanger traced the problem to chemicals from the carpet mills. His superiors told him to manipulate the pollution data. In 1995, he told EPA investigators the cleanup program was a sham and that local creeks had turned purple and foamy. The FBI and EPA raided Dalton utilities that August, yet the spraying continued for years afterward. As of 2026, lawsuits are multiplying across the region. Rome, Georgia settled its PFAS claims for approximately $280 million. Aaron Brockovich addressed a packed town hall in Chatsworth, Georgia in September 2024, telling residents they had a major contamination crisis on their hands. Mohawk has paid over $100 million in settlements so far. A single law firm represents over 1,100 affected properties. And in perhaps the most brazen move of all, Georgia legislators introduced a bill in 2025 that would have shielded carpet manufacturers from PFAS lawsuits entirely. The communities that drank poisoned water for decades nearly lost the legal right to hold anyone accountable. So if the entire carpet market is dominated by two corporations selling you downgraded polyester fiber, protected by warranties designed to reject your claims, while their factories contaminated the drinking water of an entire region, does that mean you should abandon the idea of putting new flooring in your home? Absolutely not. It means you need to stop browsing showrooms like a casual shopper and start evaluating products like an investigator. There are three paths forward. The first path is to find the independent manufacturers who still put quality ahead of shareholder returns. The Dixie Group makes Fabrica and Maslin carpets and prioritizes wool fiber over polyester. Stanton Carpet is privately held and specializes in decorative wool. Kuristan has been independently owned by one family since 1926. And if you want the healthiest carpet available anywhere, look for Earth Weave, a small manufacturer that produces 100% natural wool carpet with zero synthetic chemicals. No dyes, no pesticides, no flame retardants, using hemp backing and natural rubber adhesive. It is completely biodegradable. The second path is to insist on wool instead of synthetic fiber. Wool carpet lasts 25 to 50 years with proper maintenance compared to 5 to 8 years for standard polyester. It produces no toxic off-gassing. It is naturally fire-resistant, hypoallergenic, and biodegradable. Yes, it costs more upfront at $8 to $25 per square foot versus $2 to $8 for synthetic. But when you calculate cost per year of actual use, wool is frequently the cheaper option because you are not replacing it every few years. The third path is the one millions of homeowners have already chosen. Walk away from carpet altogether. Hardwood flooring lasts 30 to 100 years and can be refinished 3 to 5 times over its lifespan. It delivers a 70 to 80% return on investment when you sell your home. A homeowner who installs hardwood once will likely never replace it. Meanwhile, the homeowner who chose budget synthetic carpet will replace it 3 or 4 times over the same period, spending more total money for a product that reduced their home's resale value every year it was installed. Carpet's share of the American flooring market has dropped from 62% to 44% in just 10 years. The market is speaking clearly. The age of reliable carpet manufacturing in America has ended, and the two companies that control this industry are counting on you not realizing it. They want you distracted by the brand names and the glossy showroom displays so you never question the bargain bin polyester that will flatten in a few years, or the warranty fine print that protects the manufacturer instead of you, or the forever chemicals that seeped from their factories into the water supply of hundreds of thousands of people. But if you know what to look for and you are willing to step outside the big box system, you can still put a floor in your home that will outlast the mortgage. Check the fiber type. Check who actually owns the brand. And never underestimate the value of a wool carpet or a hardwood floor that your grandchildren will still be walking on. If you found this eye-opening, hit subscribe so you do not miss the next investigation.